International law is a set of rules that govern how states, organizations, and individuals interact with each other. It's also known as public international law or the law of nations. What does international law cover? 1. Human rights. The rights of individuals within a state's borders. 2. Environment. The rules for protecting the environment, including sustainable development and international waters. 3. Trade. The rules for international business transactions. 4. War crimes. The rules for conducting war and using force. And 5. Diplomacy. The rules for how states interact with each other. How does international law work? 1. International law is largely based on the consent of participating nations. 2. International organizations, like the United Nations and World Trade Organization, oversee international law. And 3. The Charter of the United Nations explains international law, but the UN can't enforce it directly. Examples of international law. The Kyoto Protocol, an agreement on climate change. The Convention on the Rights of the Child, which countries signed to respect the rights of children. International law in today's context is a dynamic body of rules and principles governing relations between sovereign states, international organizations, and even individuals, encompassing a wide range of issues like human rights, environmental protection, international trade, use of force, and more, primarily based on the concept of voluntary compliance and with enforcement mechanisms largely reliant on diplomacy and international pressure. Rather than a central authority, its scope is constantly evolving to address new global challenges like cybersecurity, climate change, and migration crises. Key aspects of international law today. 1. Broad scope. International law covers a diverse range of issues including political, war and peace, self-determination, territorial disputes, diplomatic immunity. Economic, international trade, foreign investment, intellectual property rights. Humanitarian, human rights, refugee protection, humanitarian intervention. Environmental, climate change, marine pollution, biodiversity conservation. 1. Sources of international law. Treaties, formal agreements between states. Customary international law, established practices widely accepted by states as legally binding. General principles of law, common legal principles recognized by most legal systems. Judicial decisions, rulings by international courts like the International Court of Justice. 1. Key characteristics. State sovereignty. International law operates on the principle of state sovereignty, meaning states are primarily responsible for complying with international law, but they can choose to not comply. Voluntary compliance. States are expected to adhere to international law based on their consent and recognition of its legitimacy, not through coercion. Enforcement challenges. Lack of a central enforcement mechanism, making enforcement reliant on diplomatic measures, sanctions, and international pressure. Dynamic nature. International law is constantly evolving to address emerging issues and changing global dynamics. Emerging challenges in international law. 1. Globalization. The increasing interconnectedness of the world creates new challenges related to cross-border issues like cybercrime, data privacy, and transnational organized crime. 2. Non-state actors. The growing influence of non-governmental organizations, NGOs, corporations, and individuals in international affairs, raising questions about their legal standing. And 3. Enforcement of international law. Difficulty in enforcing international law against powerful states that may disregard international norms. Overall, international law plays a crucial role in maintaining international order and cooperation by providing a legal framework for states to interact with each other, even with its limitations in enforcement, and is continuously adapting to address contemporary global challenges.